Okay, so for this video, I'm just going to go over some of the uh, worksheets that we left for you to do, some of the practice problems we left for you in the office. If you haven't picked up that packet, there's a packet in the office, and I'm going to go over a couple of the problems in that packet just to help you out. Some have asked questions, so here's those answers. And if anybody else has a question, make sure you email me and say, hey, I don't get this problem, whatever it is, and I'll answer you on the email itself, or if I get enough, more than a couple, I'll make a video of it. I'll make a video of it and post it for you guys, okay? This seems to be working out. I'm glad you enjoy it, and make sure to subscribe, like, and make comments. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, so if you picked up the packet in the office that was left there a couple weeks ago, you'll find these worksheets, and I'm just going to go over a couple of problems with you. Sorry about the piano, that's one of my kids practicing, but you know what? We're all homeschooling these days, so you gotta get done what you gotta get done. Alright, so, oops, let's take a look here. Okay, so this says, this is 9.2, and it's reflection across. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. So I'll just do a couple, and from each sheet we'll move on. Alright, so this says, number one, it says reflect across the x-axis. Reflect across the x-axis. So here's your x-axis. We're going to reflect it. So what happens? Well, we get x is 1 away from the x this way, so we're going to go down here. So here's x prime. X prime. W is here, that goes there, W prime. U is on this point, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're going to come down, 1, 2, 3, 4, here's U. V is just one more past that, V prime, and so we'll just connect them up now. Okay, so it's a reflection. It's reflected across the x-axis. You see, it's a congruent figure. It's the same size and same shape. It's just facing a different direction. Okay, it's been reflected across the x-axis. All right, so that's number one. I'll go to number 3. On this page, it says reflect across the y-axis. So what's the y-axis? Now here we go. Well, this point V is on the y-axis, so it doesn't do anything, it just pivots. T, 1, 2, 3 away, so 1, 2, 3 away, T is here, T prime. U is here, 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Okay, this is U prime, and then we connect them. And we have a reflection across the y-axis. Okay, reflection across the y-axis. That was number 3. I'll do number 5. Okay, again, reflection across the y. So point F is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. This is F prime. G is all the way at the end, so G goes here, G prime, and H is down here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, H prime, and when we connect them, okay, it's a reflection across the y-axis. It's the same size and same shape, it's a congruent figure, but it's just on the other side of the y-axis. It's reflected across. Alright, those are easy. Let's C1. Okay, so we get down to like number 11 on the second page. Now, a little more challenging. You've got to do a little work here. Reflection across the x-axis. So point H is at 1, -2. So I'll use a pencil for that. So I'll go 1 and -2. Okay? Does pencil show up? Or is that too light? Maybe we'll go with just, here's green. Okay? Better. Alright. And I is 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, that's I. And J is 4, -3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those are the 3 points. 3 points means it's going to be a triangle, right? If you think it's going to be something else, we need to talk. Okay. There we are. So we have point H, and 3, 2 was point I, and J was 4, -3. And it says to reflect across the x-axis. Now, this is the x-axis. Ready? So every point has got to be on the opposite side of the x-axis. So how's that going to work? Well, we'll start with H. H is here and it's 1, 2 away, so it's going to go 1, 2 up here. This is H prime. J is 1, 2, 3, so it's going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. J prime. Now I is 1, 2 on the top side of the x-axis, so now I is going to go 1, 2 down here. This is I prime. Now when I connect the dots, alright, that's a reflection across the x-axis. Reflection across the x-axis. Every point is on the opposite side of the x-axis. I know ones like this would give you will give you a little bit of trouble. Okay, so that's enough on the reflections. I think you guys can handle the rest. Remember, from 12 on, they're a little more complicated because you have to draw the figure out, plot the points, and then reflect it. Okay, draw the points and then reflect it. Okay. All right. So for 9.3. we have rotations, okay? So, for number 1, rotation of 180 degrees around the origin, about the origin. So 180. So let's look at each point. Alright? We have point H is at 0 and 1. 0, 1. So that's going to become 0 and -1. Right? Point G is at 1, 1, 2, 3, is at 1, -3. So that's going to become -1, +3. Remember, if it's a 180 degree rotation, X and Y stay X and Y, they just become opposite of what they are. And that's noted by the negative sign. Okay? Point I know I went out of order here, guys, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So I is at 3, 3, which means I is going to be -3, -3. And then J is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. So 5 and 1. So J is going to be -5, -1. Okay? So now let's plot them. So 0, -1 is here. Okay? And then -1, 3. So -1, 1, 2, 3 is here. -3, -3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, it's -3, -3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, I caught myself. Good thing I'm paying attention. And then we've got -5 and -1. So -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1 is here. Okay. Put those all together. and we will have a rotated figure. Okay, so that figure went 180 all the way around. Okay, it rotated, it turned 180 degrees either way, clockwise or counterclockwise. It rotated around. Could have gone this way, or it could have gone this way, but it rotated. It just turned. Get it? Turning, the rotation. Good. And if you watched the previous video, you know that there's a little trick that we can do. If we connect each point through the origin, so this is H here, this is I, J was here, and G is here. Prime, 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 prime. If I connect each one of those, so H to H, well, that's a straight line, that's easy. G to G through the origin, look at that. Straight line. I to I, right through the origin, straight line. See it? J through J goes right through the origin, makes a straight line. So that's how you can tell that's a rotation of 180 degrees. Okay? Alright, we'll go to number 6. Number 6 is a good one. 90-degree rotation clockwise around the origin. 90-degree clockwise around the origin. So, T, U, V, W. So point T is at 0, negative 1. 0, negative 1. U is at 0, 0, it's sitting on the origin. V is at 1, 2, 3, 0. And W is at 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, negative 4. So if it's clockwise, 90 degrees, that means the X and Y change place, so it goes X, Y, 2, and what becomes opposite? The X becomes opposite, so it's X, Y becomes Y opposite of X, right? So let's do it. So X, Y switch places, the X becomes opposite, but here we go. Negative 1 and 0. So 0 is 0, doesn't change. 0, 0, that doesn't change. Here, though, we go 0 and negative 3. And here we go negative 4 and negative 3. So let's plot it. 0, negative 1 becomes negative 1, 0. So negative 1, 0. 0, 0 becomes 0, it stays 0, 0, it's right there. 3, 0 becomes 0, negative 3, so 0 and 1, 2, 3, negative 3. Okay. And 3, negative 4 becomes negative 4, negative 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There you go. And we connect these points. See it? Those stay the same. Okay. Oopsie. You see that? This rotated 90 clockwise. Okay? 90 clockwise. You guys see how that turned? If you took this piece, it just turned 90 degrees clockwise. Alright? And let's see. I think that's about it. Alright guys. Let me know if you need any questions. If you have any questions, just make sure you send us a text. You can't text us. Send us an email. We'll get back to you as soon as possible.